So you are a dog owner here in Pinellas Park and you're looking for the right trainer. Well, you've come to the right place. This is your complete guide to finding that perfect pro for you and your four-legged buddy.
Just imagine this for a second. You're taking a walk on the trails at Walsingham Park, or maybe you're just heading down Park Boulevard. Is that walk relaxing? Or is your dog pulling your arm off? So often, the difference really just comes down to having great training under your belt.
Because really, a well-behaved dog makes every trip out of the house, well, just more fun and way less stressful for everybody. So we're going to walk you through exactly how to find the right person to help get you there.
Okay, the very first thing you've got to consider is a trainer's philosophy. This is the foundation for everything they do, and believe me, it has a huge impact on your dog and your relationship with them.
Honestly, the best approach in modern dog training is positive reinforcement. All this means is that you reward the behavior you want to see, with things like treats, toys, or just a lot of praise. It's not just that it works really well, it also builds this incredible trusting bond between you two.
So, to put it simply, reward-based training is all about teaching your dog what you want them to do. On the flip side, some older, more outdated methods are based on punishment, which can use fear and intimidation. That stuff can really damage the trust you have with your dog and sometimes even make behavior problems worse.
All right, let's get into the practical side of things. We're going to look at the kinds of programs you'll find right here in Pinellas Park and what you can probably expect to budget for them. As a starting point, a typical 1-hour private lesson here in the Pinellas Park area is going to land somewhere in this range. It just gives you a good baseline for what that one-on-one professional help costs. And here's the full picture. As you can see, the costs vary. You've got group puppy classes that might run somewhere between $140 and $250 for a full course, all the way up to these really intensive board and train programs. This should help you figure out what fits your needs and, of course, your budget.
So which one is right for your dog? Well, group classes are just fantastic for socialization and getting your dog used to practicing around other dogs and people. But if you're dealing with problems that only happen at home, like barking at the mail carrier or jumping all over your guests, private lessons are usually going to be the way to go.
Okay, so you know the methods, you have an idea of the costs. Now, how do you actually check out a trainer to make sure they're qualified and, a good fit for you?
One of the most respected certifications you should look for is the CPDT-KA. Basically, it means the trainer has passed a pretty tough exam and they're committed to using humane, science-backed methods. It's a really good sign.
Now, if you're dealing with more challenging behaviors, I'm talking about things like serious anxiety or reactivity, you might need a specialist. A credential like the CBCKA tells you that trainer has a higher level of expertise in modifying canine behavior.
When you do talk to a potential trainer, you want to be prepared. Ask them about their philosophy. Ask them how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog and how you'll both measure progress. And of course, make sure you're crystal clear on their fees and cancellation policies before you start. Part of being a responsible dog owner here in Pinellas Park is just knowing the local rules. And good training makes following them a whole lot easier. Here are the 3 big ones you have to remember. First, Pinellas Park has a strict leash law. That means your dog needs to be on a leash anytime you're off your property, unless you're in a designated off-leash park. Second, a current rabies tag is required by law. And third, excessive barking can actually get you a nuisance complaint under the city's noise ordinance. Okay, so you've learned some new skills. Now, where can you go to put them to the test in the real world, right here in our own community?
One of the best local spots is definitely Freedom Lake Park. It's a fantastic place to start applying everything you and your dog have been working on. What makes it so good? Well, it has these big, fully fenced areas for both small and large dogs. This creates the perfect, safe environment for practicing one of the most important commands there is, a solid, reliable recall.
Another excellent training ground is Walsingham Park. It offers a totally different environment, but it's just as valuable for practice. The beautiful leash trail that goes around the lake is perfect for practicing loose leash walking. You're going to encounter all sorts of real-world distractions, cyclists, other walkers, lots of ducks and birds, which is exactly the kind of practice your dog needs to be a great companion.
In the end, good training just opens up your world. It means you can confidently enjoy everything our area has to offer with your best friend right there by your side. We really hope this guide helps you find the right partner for that journey. Best of luck.